Very silent, ladies and gentlemen, Her Excellency, the Governor General of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Her Excellency, Dame Susan Duggan, Governor General of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Godwin Friday, Mrs. Friday and family, Mr. Arnim Eustace, former Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Mr. Geoff Patton, Resident British Commissioner, Mr. Enville Williams, Commissioner of Police, members of the New Democratic Party, senior public officials, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, good evening. Welcome to Government House. It is my distinct honor to welcome you to this Government House and to the swearing-in ceremony of Dr. Godwin Elliott Lorraine Friday as Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I will now invite Dr. Godwin Friday to swear his oath of secrecy, his oath of allegiance, and oath of office to familiarize his appointment as Prime Minister.
Oath of allegiance. I, Godwin Elliott Lorraine Friday, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So help me God. Oath of office. I, Godwin Elliott Lorraine Friday, do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the office of Prime Minister. So help me God. The oath of secrecy. I, Godwin Elliott Lorraine Friday, being elected Prime Minister, do swear that I will not on any account or at any time disclose the counsel, advice, opinion, or vote of any particular minister, and that I will not, except with the authority of the Cabinet, and to such extent that may be required for the good management of the affairs of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, directly or indirectly reveal the business or proceedings of the Cabinet or the nature or content of any document communicated to me as Prime Minister, or any matter coming to my knowledge in that capacity. So help me God.
Thank you, the Honorable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure to invite Her Excellency the Governor General of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dame Susan Duggan, to give remarks. Her Excellency.
Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And Mrs. Friday. Mr. Arnim Eustace, former Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Mr. Geoff Patton, resident British Commissioner. Mr. Andre Williams, Commissioner of Police, members of the New Democratic Party, senior public officials, specially invited guests, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Government House, all of you. And it is an honor to congratulate Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, whom the people have chosen to lead St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the next 5 years. You have been a leader of the opposition for many years, and the people have now rewarded you for your many years as an opposition leader. They have shown that they have confidence in you. Today, I am saying to you the same thing that I said to the former Prime Minister in 2020. You are the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You are going to be here for all Vincentians. Let us have an inclusive society and a progressive. I wish you abundant success. And I pray that God will help you to manage St. Vincent and the Grenadines, this nation, in turbulent times, because the world out there is very turbulent, and you will need all the support you can get from other members of the party, from the general public, and from all well-wishers. So congratulations to you. I must thank former Prime Minister Dr. Gonsalves for his outstanding contribution for the last 25 years. 25 years as Prime Minister is a very long time, and I am sure there has been a lot done in that period, and we are hoping that we can build on some of those areas, some of the strengths that would have been put in place as a foundation. I also wish him the very best in his endeavors. I would like to applaud the supervisor of elections, Mrs. Dora James and her team. They have worked tirelessly to guide our democratic process through the many stages. It was not easy. It was a testing experience, and I think they have done wonderfully well, despite all of the challenges. To the Commissioner of Police and members of the Constabulary, I wish to thank you for a job well done. You have worked assiduously with your team to ensure the elections went peacefully and that there was stability in our country. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Commissioner. Now, I am not here to really make speeches. I am waiting to hear from the new Prime Minister, so I pray God's blessing on the proceedings and his guidance throughout the next 5 years. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Elliott Lorraine Friday. The Honorable Prime Minister will now bring his remarks.
Your Excellency, Governor General Dame Susan Duggan, my colleague and friend, the Honorable Anna Eustace, I'm so happy that you could be here with us today. Jeff Patton, the resident British Commissioner of Police, Mr. Enver Williams, members of the New Democratic Party, my colleagues and friends, senior public officials, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am humbled by the trust and the honor that has been given to me to serve in the capacity of Prime Minister of this country. I intend to do my duty, as Her Excellency has said, as a Prime Minister for all the people of this country. It is my duty to do what I can to uplift living standards, moral values, hopes and expectations of our people, to enable each and everyone to dream and aspire to a better life in this country, and to not be prevented or obstructed from doing so by partisan politics, by unnecessary interference, so that they may be able to achieve their very best for themselves, their family, and for our country. For that is the only way that we are going to go forward. I wish to thank Almighty God for the strength and courage that He has instilled within me, and for answering my prayers when there were times, and there will be times, when the challenge seemed too great. I always remember that in such times and in others when we have joy and pleasure, that we take it to the Lord in prayer. I intend to do so as Prime Minister as well. As we go forward, we have to embrace one another as fellow Vincentians. We are a country of less than 110,000 people. I consider that precious, not small. And so we have to pool our resources, our intellect, all that we have, to ensure not just for us as individuals and for our own families, but for those around us, that we can uplift one another. It does us no good as a people for some to be thriving while others are struggling, and to pass it off as somehow just fate. We can do something about it to ensure that we all do better. I intend to call upon that spirit within our people, because I know it exists, it resides there, so that we can all work for the common good and to make this place the truly blessed land that it is. I know the challenges are great. I spoke about a lot of them on the campaign trail. We have put forward plans to deal with the most serious ones. I understand the challenges of office and the changes that take place from time to time, but we will remain adaptable, open ears to those who have solutions that might be better than the ones that we have put forward, and to listen and to embrace. Because ultimately what I want to do is to succeed, not just for myself and for my colleagues, but most importantly, for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I want to thank my family. My wife, Ave, small in stature, but I tell you, a tower of strength. And for my children, Nicholas and Christian, who have been there, offering critical advice when necessary, but always believing in their father and always wishing to see me succeed. I'm going to rely on them more as we go forward. And to my colleagues, we have been together for many, many years, some of us. We have done our duty in the best way we saw fit. The people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I believe, appreciated the service that we provided in opposition, and have come to the point now where they have said, we would like you to try a different office, where we can be more instrumental in bringing the changes that we have advocated for in opposition. I relish that opportunity, and my colleagues, I know they can't wait to get started. I want to thank as well the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I want to thank for the tremendous confidence that you have placed in us with such a resounding victory yesterday at the polls. It signaled to me that the people are ready for change that makes a difference in their lives. Not incremental, but major changes, transformational changes. We campaigned on that during the long cycle of the election campaign, and we intend to work with every sinew in our body to make that happen. We can't do it by ourselves, not myself and all my colleagues in the cabinet. We must rely on all of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I know that from my conversations going around all over the country, that people are willing and ready to do so once the leadership is there to invite their participation, to welcome and to value their contribution. I intend to do that, and I think That in itself will generate tremendous benefit to the people of this country. So before we proceed next week, where I will announce the members of my cabinet and other senior officials, I want us all, during the time before we get to that point, to consider individually how we can also contribute more in our communities, in the places where we work, giving each other the benefit of the doubt, always lending a helping hand rather than trying to take an advantage. It works better that way. It generates better results that way. We know it, so we just simply have to embrace it and do it, and I urge you to do so. And of course, next week my cabinet colleagues will join me, and we set fully to work, implementing what we have set out to the people of this country and more. We ask you to be willing partners in this. And I believe that there are brighter days ahead for this country. I say in the campaign, and I say it again, there's a new dawn happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the people said that loud and clear. And it is one that will bring, ushering greater prosperity, peace and security in our communities, hope and expectations in our young people, that they can have fulfilling lives here, a society that cares for the vulnerable, that values every child, every human being, and at the same time, recognizing our limitations. We know that we are a poor country, but we can do a lot more with what we have than we are doing currently. And I urge us all to work to that end. Mr. Eustace, we made it. And I thank you so much for the example that you set for us in opposition and when you were the leader of our great party. God continue to bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. the Honorable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of today's swearing-in ceremony. Thank you for being with us, and do enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.